one more again. I hope everybody is doing blessed. I'm doing blessed and highly favored, and definitely hope the same for you. And if this is your first time stopping my channel, much love to you and welcome into my returning subs, my growing extended beautiful family. Just thank you so much for the love and support and sharing the videos and just everything. It's good to know that we all can connect and vibe on the same type of frequency that is going to take us further than we ever experienced before. So, with that being said, much love to all. Namaste, love and blessings, and love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. Also, if you're comfortable enough, drop me a line or two. I would love the chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me, even if it's about the positive feedback of the content of my video or you're just up telling me about your empathic gift, how it impacted your life and heading you towards a positive direction. And if you feel like the videos are very uplifting, informative, or give you good vibes or uplift, that you would love to share with a loved one, family, or friend, or even a fellow empath that are going through trying times at the moment and just needing confirmation or validation towards life path or even soul purposes, please go ahead and share. And while you're at it, give me a thumbs up, like, and also share on your social media favorites wherever you see fit. Thank you once again for the love and support. It's greatly appreciated. And I hope you're able to resonate with the content of my video. The music that I'm listening to in the background, let me see if I can turn it up just a little bit more. Okay, that's perfect. Okay, it's called Chakra Music, active lower chakra, root chakra, sacral chakra, and solar plexus chakra. I will go ahead and post that link in the description box below. And the video I'm doing today is Twin Flame 101. Heyokas ascending from stagnation. Oh, thank you, Jesus. We have gone through a lot of heavy changes this in our lives. We had to basically face things that we choose to ignore, pass off like, oh, I'll deal with that later, or things that just kept constantly giving you signs that, these things have ran course. Allow yourself to, to keep moving forward towards your path without any fear, doubt, anything that's negative that's going to slow down the process of your doors opening for, ultimate abundance. You're allowing yourself to like basically step back and view things from a different light, a different frequency, vibrations, whatever, to see that everything that came to you is towards a life lessons that you needed or you didn't want in your life. They came between contact of negative people. It came in you being in stressful situation from financial needs or even, in the job force. There's a lot of things that had to take place for you to be able to see things that needed to change for you. And a lot of times we don't realize that just the negative vibes or just even the heavy vibes we consume, can really slow down the things that, we're trying to aim towards. You'd be like, why? I've been manifesting and manifesting and still have not received the blessings that I've been working so hard for. But you had to allow yourself to feel like, if you feel like, oh, I'm gonna keep continuing to go through this, then and that's that heavy frequency you're sitting out and you're talking amongst yourself or even towards the universe, you'll end up being in a situation so much longer than you expected it to be. And it's just like when I allow myself to see all the changes that's taking place, I celebrate myself, for the milestones that I've crossed. It hasn't been easy. We've gone through so many different things. I used to find my escape, so I used to make excuses for the things that was going on in my life, and I had to allow myself to take responsibility for my actions, not other people's, but being able to forgive myself from holding on to things longer than I'm supposed to, being able to understand, even though through the midst of frustration, these are the things that I totally needed in my life that, strengthened me, gave me power, made my magic so much stronger than it was, than it was before. being able to have that faith within the universe as well as in myself, carrying that strong confidence. You can do anything you want or apply it towards anything that you want in your life if you allow yourself to try. If this is something that is going to uplift you in many ways as well as it's helping you, and in the same sense as mankind as well, universe is going to make sure that happens. All you have to do is be able to say, this is what I want to do. You keep saying your affirmations like, whatever I'm dealing with, I'm not going to continue to deal with these situations. I'm learning the positive reflection that came from a negative uh, situation. Appreciating what that heaviness in that situation taught me, being able to see the things that you really can appreciate. A lot of times we just want to part ways with things and still have that bad taste in our mouth about what is taking place. And universe doesn't want us to do that. And a lot of times we deal with things, and it's even when I look at different connections I've had with other people, I try not to be like, I wish this never happened, or I wish I never met that person, or I was being that true friend to them when they were being enemies in disguise. But these are the people that has came towards you, and they were doing their part. I say that a lot, but a lot of times we have to allow ourselves to see it as that, because a lot of times we end up being that torchbearer for something that was very sad or something that was very heavy, because we didn't allow ourselves to see, what was this situation trying to teach me, what within that connection with that other person I needed to know. And it's just a lot of things I've went through, and I had to really allow myself to, when I sit within my thoughts and I see like, God, dog, I've been going through this, so many the same situation with different people. And I remember I came across a post, and I think matter of fact, I did save it. It's just like YouTube working my nerves, because it's like I have to keep constantly getting different pictures, because the ones that I've had, it like jumps from different, dates and years and stuff, and don't have the ones I put up. But this one, it spoke volumes to me. And it's like you have to allow yourself to let the heal and the change take place in your life, because as long as you're still holding on to that same old energy that brought you to where that took you towards that path for you to be able to learn yourself on a deeper level. When you're not allowing yourself to heal from that, it's like the same situation is going to connect with you about the same thing they want you to learn. It's just, the people are just going to have different faces. So you have to allow yourself, because a lot of times we always feel like, why we keep, attracting these same situation type people, because it's maybe in that connection where it's showing you. And as soon as I said that, I got like all chills. Why do we keep attracting the same type people? Because maybe that lesson you're not allowing yourself to, you know, um, really understand what's taking place within the connection of people. And when you allow that healing to start, taking its process, you'll appreciate everything that has, crossed you on your path. Being able to know, even through the hard times, you have that 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 power to overcome what is taking place. You know, universe. Oh Lord, that got really loud. Okay. Universe knows what they're doing. A lot of times we feel like we're being punished, but a lot of times we have to be able to understand whatever we're pushing out is coming back towards us in ways. And when I sit back and observed a lot of things that's taking place, I'm just like, oh Lord, thank God I'm on the positive end of what I do. I try not to hold any animosity towards people, even the ones that are very toxic, because you have to understand, they were going through, um, they're going through their process of helping you achieve something that you steered away from, or that is trying to get your attention, or you chose to ignore because it was hard to deal with the things that has taken place in your life, and you needed that peace. And a lot of times we all carry that burden, We all carry that burden. I don't know. I hate it when these beats we change it and they get loud and then they get low. But just going through all these different changes in our lives that truly needed to take place for us to remember what was forgotten. It's just like when we choose to say, okay, we're going to do this because we picked every person that we have connected with that, we had to set that example for us. They're helping us being, becoming strong doing the connection that was taking place in our lives. And it's just like I tell y'all all the time, you know, it took me a long time to not hold that anger and madness in for what has taken place when it came to my mom's ex-husband and his wife's family and stuff like that. But then I allowed myself to see is just like, gosh, you allowed those experiences to be able to help somebody, which end up being their blessing because you it wasn't just to say I was right, or that's not what it was, but just for you to understand what has taken place in your life. What did you need to know? What you need to reflect on? What do you need to dive in and know on a deeper level? And allowing yourself to know that you're not stuck anywhere. You A lot of times our psyche, the energy we carry, we feel like we're suffocating in a cycle that we can't run from, and they don't want you running. And the only reason why we're still dealing with that is because there's something that you're not being honest with yourself about, something that you don't want to see, that you constantly ignored or ran from. And universe wants you to be able to, we already done jumped into another chapter of our lives, but a lot of heaviness is taking place throughout the universe, as well as in our the wars that go constantly on in our minds. Because there was times that I could be doing a certain thing, and all these dark situations that was a really heavy burden on me will come up, and sometimes I'll get in my emotions, but it was just the universe telling me, like, Roz, you don't need to hold on to these things anymore. Look at, how these things, has strengthened you. Yeah, there's a lot of things that has transpired in your life that may seem unfair, but everything is not what it seems. You keep allowing yourself to work on your growth and see what type of abundance that you're going to get throughout that storm that you have been guided in. You became stronger in that, you became more resilient. You were that person that, you have been through so much stuff that when outside source comes to mess with you, when you heal that enemy and that sadness within the inside, the outside enemy can't even be able to pierce you. And a lot of times we don't feel like that. Like, you done gone through so much stuff. Somebody's opinions will be something that you laugh at. You're like, is this all you got? Because man, I went through far worse than what you're trying to place on me. Because it took me a minute to not take things personal when people get mad, or they don't want to be bothered, or they turn their back on you. That, I mean, you should never take that personal, even though it's we're living in a human experience. So there's times that does happen, but and I always tell people when I connect with them in that way, we're all powerful beings. We're like ultimate magic soldiers, or whatever you want to call them, because of the experiences we have been exposed to, we have endured. And there's a lot of things that we don't speak on. There's a lot of things I don't speak on. I said my situations. I told y'all the situations I've been placed in, what has happened to me while I was in those situations, what has transpired in my life that I'm still dealing with. But I had to allow myself to not become my own enemy. And a lot of times we do that, and we're like, wait, but you become your own enemy. Yes, because when you're allowing yourself to be unfair, you don't realize you're being unfair to yourself when you're allowing yourself to keep going through that repeated process of thinking of everything that brought you on on this path, or has taken part in your life that people didn't even apologize for, or you didn't get the justice that you want deeply for what is taking place. And it's just like we don't realize that would be the main thing that keeps us from the things we want most, just because you're putting your energy more into what is taking place to get you there, or what folks have done. But you didn't realize, universe turned your back on them. you know, on whoever it was that, helped you come this way, because a lot of times we feel like we've been abandoned by people that we went over the moon and back for. They wouldn't even skip a pebble in a daggone, river for you. But, they serve their purpose. you know um it can be painful when you have to deal with a lot of things, but it's just like when you're on this journey, you have to expect the unexpected, and you have, this is something that those people that has turned their back on you, and actually universe has had you turn your back on them, they can't go on this journey with you. They've already served their purpose in your life. And it's just like so many things I've sat here and thought about it, it went in my mind like, man, you know what, I've changed so much from when I was in my 20s and stuff. We are all like, if you're around my age, I'm like 42, getting ready to turn 43 soon. Going through so many crazy things. I used to always constantly get into fights. If I wasn't fighting a guy, I was fighting a girl. If I wasn't, fighting, the girl, I was fighting a bodyguard. It was something like that, where I lived my life dangerously. I used to be always angry all the time. Felt like somebody disrespect me. I go head for stuff. But now it's like when I allow my see the change to taking place. A lot of times your response, no response is the best response, especially when it comes to a fool. This is trying to come to you with a whole bunch of things. People talk behind your back, and it was just like I always used to worry about how people seen me, or did they believe the truth I was trying to put out. And now it's just like, this message is for somebody who needed that message. They were guided towards it. If you don't understand, that message wasn't for you. Not worrying about who believed me or who's not, or who's hating on me, or who's trying to block me. My experience is my experience. That has really strengthened me in different ways that I never would have thought I would ever do. Because when I found out the truth about my life, oh my God, it put me, wow, it really put me in a very dark place, where I just felt like after I found out what deception is taking place, what lies was taking place, just evil, different, evil deeds that was done. But everything has its way of happening the way it happened for a reason. Everything has a purpose behind that. And as soon as I said that again, I got a whole bunch of chill bumps when I said that, because I really felt like life wasn't fair for me, and I felt like I was stuck in a chapter that I would never get out of. And it was all about how I choose to look at my situation that I'm in. And now it's just like when you're allowing yourself to see it from a positive angle, and saying, even though you may be in a toxic situation that you're ready to part ways with, but this toxic situation is allowing you to love yourself more than you did before. Because a lot of times we have made decisions to where we felt like we couldn't be validated unless we were with certain people, or we wouldn't think our presence mattered unless we were doing certain things or following behind certain things in life, scared to speak into our truth, scared to show our light because of what others might say. you know um I just had to change my life on how I thought. I felt like if you were really there for me and you're true, you wouldn't ask me to sacrifice my happiness to be around you. You wouldn't ask me to go, you know, like degrade myself to keep you in my life. Anybody who's done that, they want you to sacrifice stuff like that. It's like, no. I don't need people like that. There's some people that feel like, I used to feel like the more friends I had or more company I could keep, it made me feel more important. But then now when I see things, it's like you can be around a million people, and if they're not on the same vibe you're vibing on, you feel alone even throughout those many people that has been a part of your life. So I had to allow myself to change the way I did things. I said I had to be my own best friend. I used to hate being alone with my thoughts because it was like I didn't realize all the voices and things that I was hearing and the frequencies it was like my gift opening up because I was hearing other people's thoughts. If I told a person that is like still spiritually asleep or ignorant to the point of spirit, um and not saying that they're stupid or anything, but ignorant is like you really don't, not really knowing what's going on with the empath world or whatever. But allowing myself, I had to become my own best friend. When you allowed yourself to love yourself and you accepted the way you wanted to be loved, you're not going to allow yourself to interact with anybody or anything or any situation that took away from that. And I'm not saying that in a arrogant or conceited way, but you have to love yourself if you want to have that. Like, even when you want to be in a good relationship that's very healthy for you, these things can't take place until you allow yourself to have the highest respect for you. You have standards. You give yourself respect. You basically don't deal with anybody that is not giving you the same thing that you're giving them. And that's what I was lacking in my life at one time. I used to always run back to my mom's ex-husband because I really wanted a father figure in my life, and he made a purpose for him never to be there for me in that way. But he wasn't sent in my life to be that type of person. He was sent to break me. He was sent to remind me of what I held inside of me, showing me my strength because they broke me down so bad. They seen, even though I may not have much, I made it work, and they didn't like that. They wanted to break me. They wanted to, do a lot of things to me that I didn't allow. I had to allow myself to say, you know what, this situation with them, they always have every excuse for every solution. They have every problem for every solution. I have to allow myself to know if this is what they feel like love is represented. I don't need that. I'd rather have loneliness. I'd rather have, solitary confinement towards myself, and I'm good. But it's like when I allow myself to really truly appreciate what took place. The only thing, was sad. It was about my dad, situation, and my mom, and just being able to interact with my family. That was the only thing that sucks. But my situation of experience and how I seen things, how I did things, how I allowed myself to change, allowing myself to keep rising, even when everything else was cut off. All my resources was cut off. If anything, I was trying to do anything, when it came to like authority types, for my life, because I felt, like somebody was always trying to hurt me or even trying to kill me at times because of what they wanted that never belonged to them. So, I mean, it got scary, but it had to come to that point to know that, what, I'm always protected, you know, when universe and God, signs you up to play a certain part in mankind, you all you have to do is allow yourself to, face the things they want you to face, acknowledge it, be true to yourself, be honest with yourself, allow yourself to, to take accountability for the things that you have done out towards the world. Being able to forgive others as well as forgiving yourself for holding on to that type of energy that wasn't meant to stay, you know and it's like all these different changes is taking place in my life. There would be times that I would gravitate towards things that really had me stuck in a way, but it was all about how I chose to go about it, all about how I chose to see it, view it, allow this to sink into me that way. And being able to know, yeah, you might be in that dark place right now, but though that dark place is like teaching you things that you truly needed to know about yourself, about, the energy you carry, your gifts, being able to know when you're more open towards the unknown that's coming your way, it makes you a lot stronger. Even when you connect with other empaths, I know the more I help other people, and the more I'm allowing myself to do selfless acts, it allows my gift becomes stronger, allowing me to see a lot of things. It may be hard to be able to relate to that, to what they're really trying to show me at times, because it's like, okay, you're saying this, but it still done made me feel some type of way because of this, so but I appreciate everything that has taken place. A lot of times I felt like, I was abandoned. Like when I really needed people most, they turned their back on me. But now it's like, it ran its course. Allow yourself to seek, comfort within the universe. Allow yourself to seek comfort from your loved ones that has passed on, as well as the ones that are here are supporting you. Um, Allowing myself to break free from anybody, no matter if it was family or somebody that, was my friend or I could have been in a relationship with. If anything was not healthy, and it wasn't like something that helped me grow, except, from the experience. I said I didn't want that in my life. Been lately, it's like the changes that I went through was very deep, to where I knew I was getting tested just by the people I parted ways with, that either did me dirty, used me for their better benefit, or it's just that it ran its course. I allowed myself to not even engage in it. It was like when I see them text, I'm like, oh no, let me go ahead and block that. Or if they call, I'm like, oh no, let me go ahead and block that too. Not, I'll be nice about it. I'm like, oh, I appreciate, you're checking up on me, but I'm good. I seen what your motives are. I seen what you have done. I've forgiven you, but I didn't forget what you've done. But my energy is not into the doing of what you have done. It helped me acknowledge the things that I need to learn within myself. You're not stagnant, or you're not stuck in certain situations if you allow yourself to see these are the things. You had to interact with these people, you had to learn these lessons, you had to allow yourself to confront, you had to allow yourself to release, you had to allow yourself to let go, you had to allow yourself to you know uplift. And cut cords, part ways, all those different things that I can truly appreciate from everything that has taken place in my life. And that's what they want you to do. You're not stagnant in anything. If you're allowing yourself to let change take place, you're becoming your change. That means is when you allowed yourself to really see that I'm gonna be fair to myself and allow myself to take these necessary, what kind of word is that, necessary. Necessary. I said necessary. I don't know what I just said, but yeah, necessary changes in my life that has taken place. That's when universe is gonna work in your favor for that, because you're appreciating the change that came in. You're appreciating the gifts that they gave you, even when they were very small. You're allowing yourself to be thankful for waking up the next day, just for you to be able to take on whatever other challenges that may come that way. Or when you're allowing yourself to see everything as a positive change or a positive experience through a heavy circumstance, you know that lets you on that road. And it's just like you have to allow yourself to see what is taking place, because they test you left and right. The devil tests you because they want to distract you. They want to sit up here and make sure you don't get your blessings. They'll try to throw self-doubt, being insecure about different things, having doubts, fearing change, or fearing what you can't see. But also universe is going to test you to be able to let you know you need to be able to have faith in things. It's just like, look at certain things that has taken place in your life. You didn't see how you're going to find your way out of it, but then a blessing came through and you came out better than you thought you would, or even expected you would. And that's what they want you to keep continuing to have faith, because it's like they can show you better than they can tell you. They'll tell you all the time, hey, good is coming into your life, but you have to allow yourself to see what is working for you and what is not working for you. Allowing yourself to let go of the things with gratitude and love, being able to see things on a different level, being able to have that, show that attitude of gratitude of everything that has been brought to you just from this moment that has taken place in your life. And being able to understand, being able to be grateful from the blessings that has taken place in your life that you needed. When you're allowing yourself to do that, you will no longer be stagnant. You're allowing yourself to ascend where you truly need to be, aiming towards the blessings that you have been working so hard to get to. They know it's not easy. They know you ready to, in a lot of things, they know you ready to cut cords and stop dealing with situations or people that are in those situations that you don't really want to be in. It's like, even when the people that has hurt me deeply and doesn't want to see me in happiness, I still don't wish that on them. I'd be better than that. It's just like the people that brought me to this extent. I'm grateful for what their pain allowed me to reflect on, allowed me to push out towards other people, project, positivity when when all you are is dealing with, negative situations, being able to reflect my strength when other people are not feeling, that they're best, you know knowing that you have what it takes to get through that. But it's all about what you decide to believe in, what you decide to invest your time and energy in. But they want to be able to let you know you're not dealing with these things alone. You have so much backup. They show you in so many different ways that they're there. They're wanting to let you know, to encourage others through your time of trials. You're going to be that example to be able to reflect towards others, just like I'm doing with y'all. And it allows you to really truly see that everything that has taken place in your life. No, it wasn't easy. There's probably a lot of times you sat here and cried for the situations you have been through. Hell, I have, you know. But then I had to allow myself to go through that chill point. It was like, yo, you need to, you really need to see, check out all the emergency exits and see what's really truly taking place in your life. It's not easy for what I went through, but it made it so much worth it for me to be able to see that, what was taken is about to be replaced. What I'm letting go, it made rooms for so much better to come in, allowing myself to trust the process even when I don't understand it. And those are the things that they want us to do. So, I didn't know if I was gonna be able to do this video. Y'all, it was just like I was tired. The headaches coming to kick in, my body's changing, so I'm very sore. Um, and sleep is going crazy right about now. My sleep habits have changed. But it's like soon as I started looking for some more freaking pictures for my thumbnail, all of a sudden it was like even pictures are giving me content. And it's just like I done brought up so many different things, but it's around the same kind of subject. So I know I got to spread those out a little bit, and, put it in when they want me to, touch base on that. So I hope you were able to resonate with the content of this video. I'm going to try to see if I can do at least about one or two more videos, because it's like I'm tired. But, I feel like, okay, let me go ahead and do a couple, because I know I took off 2 days, which drove me crazy, but it was something I had to do. So, but I would love to give a post notification shout out to Tanja, as well as Gabriel, and with expectancy as well. I don't know why I'm getting tongue tied like that. But, like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, drop me a line. I would truly love to hear from you. Thank you so much for the support and the love that y'all been constantly giving me. As I give to you, you turn around and give it right back. So it's truly appreciated. Whatever you're dealing with right now that may be, trying to, um, you know, put you at a low level, know that it's not going to be like this always, and you're coming so close to an end. So allow yourself to make those necessary changes and prepare yourself for what you have been praying for. So, like I said, like and subscribe, drop a line, hit the notification bell, share, give me a thumbs up, tell somebody about the channel. It's truly appreciating. Know that you are truly blessed, highly favored, and forever loved, and knowing there's always somebody out there praying for your better days. And what was I gonna say? Um, oh yeah. And it's like, make sure, whatever you're trying to manifest in your life, that's what it was. Whatever you're trying to manifest into your life, I hope it comes 100,000 times more than what you truly asked for. And it comes so much sooner than you expected it to. And if you need to get in touch with me privately, uh, just for that one-on-one, for you to be able to understand your purpose, or understand the change that has taken place, or, things that you need to know on a deeper level, please contact me on Facebook under my name, not accepting any Facebook friends connections like that, but I'm staying connected with others on the messenger. um, so whatever we discuss is, confidential, so you don't have to worry about that going anywhere. So like I said, I'm gonna try to go ahead and push out another video because I know my head was hurting, so I took me a pain reliever. So it's, it done took that pain away. So, but I feel a little bit better. But I'm gonna try to go ahead and make another video. If not, Lord willing, I'll see y'all tomorrow. So much love to you. Peace and be wild.